Hey guys, it's Alyssa. Okay, so today I'm going to be making a video about tips for eyeshadow. This was requested, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. The first thing that I want to talk about is the difference between matte eyeshadow and shimmer shadow. Now, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked palette as an example, and I'm going to take Naked. I'm just going to put on my finger. That's a matte shadow. It's pretty light to my skin tone, but see how it has no shimmer to it? Like it has no sparkles, no nothing. Matte shadows kind of just aren't as have like a harsh shine as shimmers do, and they kind of define your eye more. Like if I were to use the color I just showed you, I'd want to use a shade that's 2 shades darker than that and put in the crease of my eyes to contour my eyes and bring out my eye's natural color. A shimmer is, I'm going to use Sidecar, and it looks like this. Let me put them up together next to each other so you guys can see that. See the difference? See how one has more sparkle and it reflects more light? This one will draw more attention to your eye, and it's kind of more of a dramatic look. Shimmers are very good for highlights, so you always want to have like one good shimmer that you love to highlight with. Well, that's kind of a lie, because the highlight I use doesn't really have a shimmer, but one of them I do use is Sin, and it looks like this, and it has a shimmer to it. And then the other one I use, which is in a different palette that I don't have out right now, is a shimmer. Now, matte shadows and shimmer shadows you don't have to wear together. Today I have a bad example because all the shadows I used were all matte, and but you can use like a matte shadow with a shimmer shadow. Like use Naked and contour it, which I do this a lot actually, with Dark Horse, which has shimmer to it. This is kind of not that shimmery, but it has shimmer to it. But I also contour with Smog sometimes. So usually I use all those 3 colors together, and see how this one's matte, this one's in between, and this one's a shimmer. So you can do that. You don't have to use all matte colors and you don't have to use all shimmer. Just make sure they contrast together well and, you know, kind of color coordinate towards each other. Okay, brush tools. The first brush tool I'm going to show you is a sponge applicator. That's this. This I don't really use, but if you're kind of like going for like a very simple eye and you really want a defined color, you take this and it makes the color of the shadow very harsh. But in like if that's what you're looking for, like by harsh, I don't take that like negatively, just like as in harsh, as in like the color's gonna come very bam. Then for eyeshadow brushes, wow, my voice is just really weird. Eyeshadow brushes, you're going to want to use them for more detailed working, for contouring, for shading, for applying softly. These are kind of more what you want to use. You don't want to really use the sponge brushes, especially if you're going to be doing contouring in different colors. You want to use your brushes, not your sponge applicator. To create more of a dramatic effect to your shadows, you can use your brush and dap your brush or whatever applicator you're using in water and then into the shadow. But you don't want to drench the brush in water. You want to kind of more so make it damp and then apply the shadow on with your wet brush. You can also do that if you don't have liquid eyeliner or you just ran out. You could take a black shadow with an eyeliner brush, dip it in water, and you can create liquid eyeliner like that. Colors that go for your eyes. For dark eyes, I would recommend grays, blues, and purples, some greens. For light eyes, I would recommend browns, taups, browns, I just said browns twice, bronzes, and purples are really nice. Like I have a purple shade on now, but it's in the mix of, it's like borderline to where brown meets purple. Many people think that when you have blue eyes, oh, use blue eyeshadow, it'll make your eyes pop out more. That's not necessarily the idea. Usually when you have blue eyes, let's just take this for an example, blue eyes and use blue eyeshadow, it kind of washes out your eyes and kind of fades the natural color of your eyes into the back tone. So you want to choose a color that's definitely going to be different than the color of your eyes and make your eyes pop. As for today, I used a purpley browns. Next, night to day. Now, I don't really believe in, wow, my shirt's falling off. I don't really believe in having rules to makeup. I find makeup as an art, and there's no rules to art, so, but there are a few. And in night to day, there's a couple. I think, you know how there's some things you hear out there that say, people say, oh, night, keep it dull, day, keep it dull, don't be dramatic about it, but I think it could be a little dramatic in the day, to an extent. But in the day, you really want to just keep it, like, to a minimum, kind of just like a nice natural shades, a little bit of contouring, and you're good. At day, you want to dramatize it a little more, do more heavier colors, more contour, darker contours, like just really like be bold and out there. So yeah, those are my eyeshadow tips. I hope they helped. If you have any more questions, comment, leave me a message, subscribe if you feel up to it. Let me know how you feel about this video. Thanks guys and have a nice day. I just sounded like I was on the phone.